and welcome to another episode of Four Guys and One World Cup. At last, England have got off to a flyer of a start.
Yeah.
For the first time in 12 years?
A very long time.
I think it's the first time in 12 years that England have won their opening game. That's madness. I can't believe that it's taken 12 years to win an opening game at World Cup. We're going to delve into a little bit of England, our feedback, our reactions. You're mightily perched. And then we're just going to obviously go into the group games that we've got coming up today. And we've got some... Funny enough, I think we've got a video that's come in from Cristiano Ronaldo.
We have a video.
So thank you for all those that are subscribed. Thanks to all those that are tuning in to watch us. We appreciate all the feedback and all the comments. So, who wants to get started with England?
Hang on. I thought this was Four Guys, One World Cup.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Those eagerly-eyed will notice that... basically, Kyle is not here. He's not injured. He's not had to fly back.
Has he passed away?
He's not had to fly back to England. He's still out in Russia with us. So he'll be here shortly. He's stuck in traffic.
Okay.
That Russian traffic, it's a nightmare. The taxi man just had no idea where he's going. So anyway, who wants to crack us off with England? Who Cabe? You're our stat man.
Yeah, I'm going to come in. Obviously,
he's going to come in.
I'm going to
come in now. England 2, Tunisia 1. It was an eventful game. I think that's how we have to open it. We could have won by a lot more. We missed a lot of early chances. But we got the win in the end. 2-1, 2 goals for Harry Kane. They're probably not going in his highlight reel. Let's be honest. The first goal, a very scrappy finish.
What?
You think?
That header.
It's a decent header, but it's not like something he's built up to. It's a reaction.
Yeah, but
it's not a classic goal by any means.
Not in his highlight reel. He's scored like 2 goals
against Tunisia.
Sorry, we've got a massive Harry Kane
in the
fan
World
here.
Cup.
No, I totally get that, but Harry Kane is better than that performance,
and he may very well be. So Sterling, but you know, for our first, like I said at the top of the shop, you know, our first win in 12 years in an opening,
and it's great.
Our opening salvo, and you know, I think that's a pivotal goal.
I'm full of pride and ambition. Now we've gone on and done that. And it's great for the first win, but I just don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I want to think about our weaknesses. We did struggle in that game in the second half to create chances. And
yeah, it went a bit flat and stale in the second half.
It did.
But don't you think that's because...
slow.
I think that's... I think there's a couple of things. I'm not defending them, because I think we played really well.
Yeah,
and I want to focus on the positives rather than negatives. But I think we went strong, fast and hard and quick.
Yeah. All of those things.
All of those.
Wasn't that a Daft Punk? Was that a Daft Punk song?
Excuse Lee, he's just coughing along.
It's very early in the morning. Very quick, very fast in those first 20 minutes. And I think we just knackered ourselves out. I think the second half was harder for us to break them down.
Yeah.
Tunisia had a chance to reorganise themselves. I think they went 5 at the back at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no way. There was no room.
11 men behind the ball,
and they literally just sat behind the halfway line. And that was it. They weren't gonna. Now, I will agree with you that there were a few moments, especially in the latter 10, 15 minutes of that first half, where we were just a bit sloppy at the back.
Yeah,
we
definitely
overplayed the ball, and we just took on some risks, or we took on that extra pass, that extra touch that we just didn't need to do. Yeah. And as much as Maguire was great at coming forward, he was a bit like hesitant. It's like, no, you don't need that extra pass. Just get rid of it.
Well, he knew he couldn't shoot as well, and the Tunisian defenders were almost so surprised that he was running at him that they let it happen.
Yeah,
they were like, he's going to pass the ball. You know, he's a centre half. He's going to pass the ball, and that's what they were doing. They were marking the passing options, and it created space for him. But he doesn't have the outside the box shot in his locker, and he would have just lost the ball, and we all would have been judging him for it. What I don't understand is why him and Stones were coming forwards, but Kyle Walker was staying back. It was only really right at the end of the game.
I totally agree. I thought, like, for Walker, I thought out of the 3, if anyone was going to come forward and break forward, it was going to be Kyle Walker coming out from the back more. But it was the other 2 who seemed to be just coming out from the back. Kyle Walker, until that last part of the game, didn't really venture into that final, that's the opponent's half of the pitch, really. So yeah, that surprised me because he's the most attacking minded out of any of those. And you thought, just when we were kind of dominating, he'd be the one kind of maybe just from time to time getting forward.
Were there as much plays down the wings as you thought there were going to be? I mean, Kyle Walker. Is he playing in a different position than what he normally plays?
Yeah, he's playing centre half.
Yeah. So you don't expect he's not going to get forward like on every attack or anything like that. But if anyone's going to come forward or literally bring the ball out of defence from time to time.
So you think Kyle Walker playing him in that position, given that the penalty incident, should he be playing where he is, or should we move him?
He is playing in that position because too many times we've been caught on a counter-attack. It's one of England's sort of biggest failures, I like to think, on the international stage.
Well, it almost happened in that, and he just
ate him up. He just
destroyed him.
Yeah.
He just like, right, don't worry, you're not going anywhere. I've got you. And I think that's Kyle Walker's attack plan.
Definitely.
Yeah, go on, you see if you can run faster than me, and I'll beat you.
I mean, there was a few players who you were getting close. I was a bit worried.
I thought, hang on.
Has Kyle lost a yard? But no, they were just quick guys. And I can see sort of why Gareth Southgate's done it. And I hope it doesn't come back to bite us in the later games. But we've only got to really play Panama. And I think after that, everyone's just going to come at us. Everyone else we come at this tournament, it's going to be very, very different to how we played in Monday's game.
Yeah.
I think teams are going to press us, and we're going to have to see what we're really made of. And we're going to press them. Not that I think our pressing was great.
Well, Panama need to win, don't they? So
Panama are just enjoying being here. I think there's
not.
It's an achievement for them to make it to the World Cup, like it is for any team, but especially for them.
So if anything, we want Panama to go and have a go.
Yes. If you can hear that background noise, here he is.
3 men 1 cup.
Oh.
What time do you call this?
He's had to stop off and get his bacon butty.
It takes a long time to fly back from Russia after the big game last night.
No, you've just flown. No. You've flown out to Russia. You flew out to Russia last week.
It's flights across Russia. It's very big.
See, that's why Kyle's late. He gets so confused at where he's actually supposed to be going.
Left my passport and everything.
Exactly.
I apologise to the viewers.
I'm very sorry, viewers. Very sorry.
And now move over and get in shot. Yeah,
Moron.
Well, Carl, we're just chatting about the World Cup, obviously.
Following on from Kyle Walker being out of position, the man who filled in his position, Trippier, I think was fantastic.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think he was for me the player of the match. He was consistent. Definitely. He was involved in everything. And I was looking at the player ratings after the game on some of the various channels. And do you know what? I was surprised. He was one of the highest scoring, but he's still he's kind of like that quiet man.
Yeah.
Kane grabs a couple of goals, gets the man of the match. Yes, he kind of, he was in the right place at the right time. But Trippier for me was that player
instrumental
who was involved in everything. He delivered a lot of quality.
I think Trippier was brilliant, and I think the reason, maybe one of those stat reasons, is because when he gets highlighted, say free kicks, the corners, he was doing corners, was he?
Yeah.
Corners were good. The set pieces were generally good.
Yeah, caused a lot of problems.
But actual free kicks from outside the box were a bit.
Yes,
don't get me wrong. Ronaldo's was
direct shooting free kicks.
Direct free kicks.
Yeah, we haven't had that in our locker for a very long time though. We've been missing that.
We've kind of just you kind of like, right, here we go.
Yeah,
there was nothing, but it didn't even go. It didn't. It didn't go. There was nothing. Not in the box. Or it was either. It was just out. It was just out. It was like, it wasn't even close.
I thought Kane was the free kick taker. Was that?
Yeah, I think we've mixed that up nowadays and we're experimenting a little bit.
Okay, we need to get better.
I heard on a podcast yesterday, I think it was the World Cup Daily, that the reason that Harry Kane was put on corners to begin with was that when he was training with Hodgson, his free kicks were so amazing, his corners were so amazing that they had to, he goes, well, you've got to be on corners. And then every time we went to the World Cup or any tournament, they were awful.
There was no one in the box, was
For
there?
me, it's brainless. You've got one of the best strikers in the world taking your corners. I mean, it's fucking crazy, let's face it. Yeah. Arsenal did it with Thierry Henry for a long, long time. You just
used to put him on corners, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was taking the corners. Do you know what? You just want that amazing strike. You want Kane in the 6-yard box on corners like he was for the Tunisia game. Anything that drops, he's eaten up. He's got the reactions. He can do it. I'm glad he's not taking corners anymore. That's just it's a waste of a great striker when you do that.
And speaking of Kane in the box, did you guys cotton on to the Tunisian tussle, as I've named it?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Didn't see stuff.
I didn't see anything like VAR,
I just thought that obviously the Tunisians love us so much that every time that because I know that the Premiership is massive in Tunisia, to see Harry Kane must be quite a moment.
Quite daunting
And
as
I've
well.
heard that he does wear some very nice aftershave.
Oh,
So I'm guessing
it's like a
that
magnet.
it was just a bit of a man cuddle.
Oh,
Lee's got sources.
yeah.
Well,
Inner circle sources.
Well, you being on the ground out in Russia, I have learned quite a few things. So yeah, it was awful. VAR. I don't know what was the point of it, because nothing was ever. It's not like it happened once.
Yeah.
It was.
It was
A few
It
times.
was literally, and was it the same? Was it the same defender?
There's a few of them,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
was,
Or was it a whole lot of them?
Yeah, the
Just
whole
like-
lot. A whole lot.
Maybe one of them got the scent of the cologne and thought, I need some of that, and so they all had a go.
That links effect.
Rub it all on, you know. The whole team was smelling of Harry Kane by the end of it.
Yeah, but I think what was frustrating is the Kyle Walker one. I've heard it split a lot of opinions. The penalty he gave away.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it's a stonewall, definite penno.
Also sending off, apparently.
Yeah, and other people are going, well,
I'm not
it's
sending
weak.
it off.
Oh, that's what
It's
people are
weak.
saying,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then when you look at what was happening in the box at the other end, this is like blatant in front of the referee. Who I'm not here to slate officials.
He's been
Let's
at
slate
worst
him, let's
so
slate
He
him.
far.
lacked control.
I'll not slate him.
He allowed them to stand
Oh,
over
yeah,
every
he
free
was-
kick,
yeah,
delay the game at
yeah.
every opportunity, and I didn't think it was good. But the VAR, you said, look, it's blatant. Even
Yeah.
when we hit the
Yeah.
bar and it dropped down, and when Kane was hauled down,
I don't want to.
it was there. It was blatant.
I'm liking VAR. I think it's great. My worry is that when you've got someone, and I love Kyle Walker. I love him for his speed, his willingness to get forward. But as I've noticed, being a Spurs fan, Kyle Walker at the back, every now and again would give away some. He'd make some decisions that would either get a pen or give you a little bit of a problem at the back.
Well,
And I worry that under VAR, with
He's gonna
Kyle,
get caught.
he's going to get caught at the back a bit. I don't think he'll get caught in terms of pace, but I think if he does because he relies on his pace and because he's playing players that he doesn't know in and out, you know, because you never know. You never know someone's full potential. The World Cup can bring stars out. It can make you run that extra 5% faster. And I just worry if that's going to push Kyle to make a snap decision of, I've got to take this chap down, or I've got to... And you've got VAR there looking at it, and it's not as if you could ride your luck.
Yeah.
You can't ride your luck now. Well, you're saying that. If you're Tunisia, obviously you can.
Yeah.
But FIFA are revering that, and I think that's something that's come out last night, that FIFA have asked to speak to the officials in that match, and they want to
Are
review
they?
that. And clear
Not just
it
that
out.
match, but
Yeah,
Brazil
and-
as well,
yeah,
isn't
and
it?
the Brazil
They
game as well,
complained.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's all part and parcel of it now.
And do you know what the danger is? What we don't want to see is every time there's a little bit of tussling in the box, you know,
Yeah.
VAR being called in, penalties being given left, right, and centre, it's going to
It'll make it
ruin
boring.
games.
It'll make it
But at the
boring.
same time, you've got to cut out when it's that blatant and you're hauling people down because you're not interested in the cross coming into the box. You've got to sort it out. You've
The
got
ref,
to do
the ref
something.
should just be on that though, shouldn't he? If he could see it, you should pull it up. You don't need help. It's like
So
pulling something for that anyway.
Panama's next. Would you change the starting lineup?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd give some of the other guys a run around.
would. Oh,
Take Young
I'd let
out.
Vardy get involved in that. I think he's all over that.
VAR?
Vardy.
Oh, okay.
No. I think you've got to leave it. I think to take Sterling off now, dents to
No,
Paul Mann's
Sterling needs to
confidence.
play. He
I
needs
think
I
he
to
needs
think
to
play.
play.
Ali's going to be out, so I think he'll probably drop Sterling back, put Vardy up
You think
front.
Ali's out?
He's
Yeah.
That is the
supposedly
one
got
thing.
that thigh strain.
That is the one thing that I'm surprised. Out of all of the comments, out of all the reviews of England, there hasn't been anything about Ali.
I don't think he was injured, but I think people...
But why would?
I don't think he was
everyone,
there.
yeah, but everyone was commentating on it during the match. Everyone was like, "Well, Ali's looking like he's going to come off." Oh no, he's not.
But that's a
So I
good
was like-
thing. He's displaying his passion. He's gone, I've got a little bit of a niggle, yeah? I'm having a little bit of trouble. But you would know at that point in your career what the difference is between I've really injured myself and I
But then,
can play
if he
on.
does it, but then some people are saying that they're going to save him for Belgium, if that is the case. But then surely the Panama match is the match we need
Confidence
to win.
booster.
That's the match because get 3 points. Then whatever
Well,
happens
and
at
we're
Belgium happens at
qualified,
Belgium.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
As
I
long
think-
as Belgium win against Tunisia and we obviously beat Panama,
yeah.
that's it. We're through. We've got a fun game at the end against Belgium.
Well,
getting
I think
battered.
I'd like us to just take some risks about Belgium. Just if by that point, hopefully, touch wood, we've qualified.
Put Pickford up front. Let's do it.
Sorry,
Let's put Pickford up front.
Pickford up
No,
front.
Picks is always in the sticks.
Picks in the
of course he
sticks.
is.
Picks in the
Picks in the
sticks.
sticks.
So
But yeah.
Panama, we think we're going to change the team. You're saying change the team.
No,
leave
no,
things
a
same?
little bit. I don't want to tinker too much. I want to see some consistency,
Yeah.
get them used to playing together. I think if you took, I know Sterling didn't have his finest performance. He's coming for a little bit of a slating from some sections, but I think you take him out now, you've killed his confidence for the World Cup. Give him
Yeah,
another
I'd
go
agree with
against
that.
Panama.
Well, that's the same. You'd take Lingard off. Lingard was great, but
Great movement, amazing.
Yeah.
just end product.
Again,
Yeah,
they're
but
just
we're all
thinking about the
guilty of that.
future as well, aren't they? They're thinking the more kind of I don't know, the more used to they get playing in tournaments like this. it'll get them better, and the next one.
See, I totally agree. I think we stay the same. I think
There's always another one.
I think we keep the team the same, and I think as much as I want to see Loftus-Cheek and Rashford start, I'd still bring them on as impact.
He was a great sub, Loftus-Cheek, and Rashford as well.
Yeah,
Both of them.
I think the two of them as a duo. The only thing I think that is Southgate is right and be criticised in that the subs should have come on an extra 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got enthusiasm.
Because usually he's been known for quick substitutions, changing it when things aren't going right. It's almost like it was just going to hang on a bit longer, ride this out.
We
but
were
again,
playing well, though. I think that's it. He was up. We aren't doing anything wrong. We were struggling to finish our chances, but we weren't doing anything wrong. So I guess it's that difficult decision. Do I change something and risk sort of messing up the rhythm?
I like to call that the Hodgson effect. He didn't make changes against Iceland, and look what happened to him.
Did he never? Was there no changes?
But there was, but it's too late again.
It's too late.
I think he was worried. I think 'cause obviously we weren't having the worst game at the beginning, and we were creating chances. And then he let it ride out, and then he realised, I've screwed up here, and obviously he got the chop.
Okay, I think we're going to move on now to talk about today's games.
the whole
day.
point of why Four Guys One World Cup got together is because we could just sit around and natter forever. But we need to move on to obviously the Russians have pretty much qualified for the next
game,
which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
I think
Egypt,
it's
the
great
first casualty.
to get. Well, it's not done and dusted. It's not mathematically impossible, but it's
they're
pretty
out.
much out.
Yeah.
I feel for Mo
what happened
Salah.
today when
I don't think he was. Rumours were he wasn't properly fit. But,
No, he did look it, but then you can't carry the whole team.
And it felt like it was always being looked to, like get the ball into him. He
really was.
And you get that when you've got like a star standout player, but he's not up there.
Who is that tank Russian player that literally looks like he's wearing
Russian tanks?
He looks like he's wearing American shoulder pads. He scored a goal yesterday. I can't remember.
Is that number 5?
You
Tall guy?
don't think he should be able to move like he does, and he still looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean,
But he scored a goal, and so fair play.
they've got some good players. That
Chirichev.
Golovin.
No, it's not Chirichev.
Chirichev and that Golovin. I think Spurs and all those teams are after him. He probably pronounced that wrong, but what a player. Golovin.
McLovin.
McLovin.
I'm loving him.
But their third goal, just quickly, the Russian third goal, the guy took it on his chest, flicked it past the defender and placed it beautifully. I mean, that's a great goal. 3-0 up, they had that flurry.
Yeah.
I think the Russians are a team to be aware of.
It's good to see the host nation do
I
well.
think I saw a stat the other day that said yesterday, Russia have now scored more goals in their opening 2 games of this tournament than England have in their last 3 World Cups.
Ouch.
No, Russia have scored the more goals for the opening tournament for the host nation than anybody ever.
I just wanted to bring the burn back to us a little bit.
Wasn't there a World Cup opener where Italy beat someone 7-1?
Yeah, but how'd they perform in the second game?
Yeah, I think they was, but then they got done. I think
I'll come back to
lost
that.
it.
Yeah, we'll get that. Right, real quick, let's run through today's games and who we think's going to win. Just a little run through. So Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. What do you think the score's going to be, guys?
Uruguay. Well, I think I think Saudi Arabia are going to tighten up a little bit. They've got to after that hammering, but they're still not good enough. Uruguay's attack is strong. It's going to be high. I'm going for a 4-0. Dennis Jones face.
I think it's, I don't know, Uruguay. Suarez.
Cavani.
Yeah, but we said all this last time, and look, they did nothing.
Yeah, but Saudi, what did Saudi do?
But Saudi Arabia.
But Saudi Arabia, you say that, and I know we've had a lot of, it's the first game, but now it's the second game. And now they've got to come out. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia.
But yes, I agree.
It's Switzerland all over again.
Switzerland.
Saudi Arabia have got to come out firing. They've got to bring the nukes. So hopefully they'll take the Uruguayans down. I
think
they
Saudi
will.
Arabia are
denuclearized,
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trump's had that talk.
So it's one. Have you heard? Oh God, what's going on? In the
Always pulled out again.
Come on,
it's 1-0. So 1-0 to Uruguay for me.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Very conservative.
Bench warmer.
I reckon the second round of games are going to be tight.
Hang on, Cave's got his serious face on.
Here we go.
I'm
His stroke is being.
I'm going 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah, I think anything Russia can do, Uruguay can do better.
Oh no, we said that last
Anything
time.
Okay, Russia don't have
Can
a named
they
striker.
poison spies as well as Russia?
Who knows?
Wow.
Who knows?
Suarez will eat them.
Yeah, you can give him a little nibble. The fourth
Dirty
that
little
is
nosher.
Suarez. He's an incredible striker. Russia don't have an out-and-out, world-recognised striker.
I think Suarez will eat them up.
Yeah, I think he will eat them up. Kyle, your prediction?
chomping up.
Okay, so what was yours
Chomping at the
again?
bit.
6-0.
Okay, he's gone for 6-0. I'll probably go for an 8-0.
Ooh.
I think
8-0.
Kyle, you get so excited with these predictions.
8-0.
I like this.
27-2.
If I could go double figures,
Carl.
I would. But I strongly think...
You can. No one's stopping you going double figures. Kyle.
11.
Run
No,
down-
I'm
run
gonna
down
go
your
for-
bookies. Run down the bookies now.
I'll put a quick tenner on this. But
Go on.
yeah, I honestly think they'll tear them apart because they need to start scoring goals. Suarez is probably a little bit depressed right now, thinking everyone else is probably beating him to this golden boot. So he's going to want to put a few goals in the net, and obviously Cavani as well.
Who's up front?
Hang on.
Chirichev's up
What
front.
score are you going for?
8-0.
If they score 8, I will do the next podcast naked.
I cannot wait.
Can we make sure we just cover you bits with a flag or something there?
Oh, no, they're
It'll only be a small
self-covering.
flag.
They're
One of these.
self-covering
It's one of
because
these
they're tiny.
It's just a dark
Right.
just dark
Portugal, Morocco.
Jarvis.
Oh, sorry, podcast Hitler. Can you say that? Can we bleep that out? We can't say that. Anyway, who is it? Portugal, Morocco. I can't wait to see Ronaldo again. This one isn't going to be a tub thumping, but it's going to be pretty comfortable for Portugal.
Really?
Is it like a
Yeah.
Portuguese?
Okay.
Score.
Don't doubt me,
Swear.
Kyle.
No,
3-0.
sorry, you know,
3-0. Morocco aren't even going to have a shot in that game.
No second game hiccup for Portugal then?
No.
I'm going to be slightly more conservative. This is the second
Again.
second round. Well, I was just out in the Russian street and just had a quick chat.
In the Russian street.
Attacked by midges.
Just attacked by midges, and whilst dodging midges, I was getting some on the ground info. I reckon.
Got sauces.
Yeah, not just ketchup. I think that Portugal will just be a 1-0.
Again?
1-0. I'm going. We haven't had a 0-0 draw yet, and one of them's coming.
Austerity.
And I think
It can't be that game though.
so.
Surely.
0-0.
Okay.
1-0.
1-0.
Okay.
I'm going Portugal 2, Morocco 1.
Portugal 2, Morocco 1. Carl.
Portugal 4, Morocco 1.
And next is Iran, Spain, but I don't think we need to talk about that. That's going to be like 5 now.
Whoa! What do you mean you need to talk about that?
Iran, the most good-looking team in the tournament.
Well-dressed
Handsome men,
guys.
well-dressed, sharp, good beards, like Cabes.
I've
Looking
just
good.
put-
I want to talk about Iran. I think Iran are going to lose 3-0 to Spain today, tonight.
Iran, Spain. No, now I think Spain will drop the hammer.
Oh, is this the 0-0?
No, Spain will drop the 0-0's come up
This is
tomorrow.
the
They're,
five.
Drop the hammer.
they're going to drop the hammer.
Stop. Hammer time.
Yep, nice. I think they're going to be 3-0.
Is that dropping the hammer in your book?
What's a
Oh,
hammer?
Well, it's
they're
after-
going to drop the hammer.
It's after my
3-0.
1-0ers. My 1-0ers. I think Spain will drop that. I saw out of that group.
Stop looking at that watch.
Out of that group, I think. What are we saying? That Uruguay
Someone
are going to
bored?
qualify? No, who's going to qualify out of that group? So is it Uruguay?
Leave.
Lee,
Just,
we
you don't
can
need to worry
worry
about who's going
about
to
that
qualify. Just
later.
give us your prediction.
I've done
3-0.
that.
Is that to Iran?
3-0.
No. To
Oh, so they
Spain.
haven't dropped
Oh.
the hammer?
They have dropped the hammer, not the Carl hammer.
Oh,
I mean, the
okay.
Carl hammer's like 8-0.
Okay, so I'm
They're
definitely going
warming
for...
up, but that is my.
You've done it.
Yeah, I've done
drop,
that.
Okay,
that's
jumped
my
over
hammer
the queue,
drop.
but I will
it's
go
not Thor's
for-
hammer. Don't get
I'm
me
going to go
wrong.
for...
Odin!
They're going to pick up the hammer and go for a
Picking up the
7-1.
Nice.
We need some hammer gifts. We need
What
some
is
hammer
wrong
time.
with
I've just put Costa in my dream team. He needs 7 goals.
He's like he's got prediction Tourette's. 9-0.
7.
Wanker.
Your defence,
Oh,
mate.
sorry.
That's true. That's tomorrow's. That's today's game. Sorry. So Thursday, Denmark versus the Aussies. I will take that on board and say that will be our first 0-0.
What, we going on to those games as
I'm
well?
excited about that game.
Quick, yep. Go.
Denmark, Aussies, 1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
3-1 Aussies.
France, Peru.
2-1, France.
Peru were good. I like Peru. No.
0-0?
2-0. Peru. Nah, 2-1
2-0.
Peru. The French will get one.
Okay.
Griezmann will get
2-0
one.
France.
2-0 France. That's
I'll probably go for a 5-1 France.
Oh,
If one of these comes up,
One of
he's
these
going to
is
tell us
going-
it's the football oracle.
I am.
Argentina versus Croatia. This is the biggie for me.
2-0 Argentina.
No.
Okay.
It's a prediction, Lee. You can't just sit there and disagree with every prediction.
I can't disagree with it.
Yep.
Go on then.
Well, I'm just going to go for a nice...
Hang on, here we go.
Nice what?
58-0.
No, I'm going to play this one safe.
Ah!
It's going to be
10-0.
1-0.
What?
A waddle.
You do surprise me.
2-1 Argentina with Lee coughing in the
Oh
background.
my god.
I can't
Get him
shift this
some
cold.
meds.
Oh, it's those
It's
midges.
since, I swear I caught it on the flight out here.
We need
humid air.
a vitamin sponsor.
And
Is there
your
any vitamin companies out there
prediction?
can sponsor us?
Croatia going to beat Argentina 2-1.
Ooh, interesting.
I think Croatia. It's
Cap-
Modric.
Croatia.
So there you go. So should we get those noted
Who spelled
down?
that?
Yeah.
And let's do this tally and work out where we're at.
Now, the only thing is there...
I've got a text!
Oh!
I haven't got a text, but I've got sent a video.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we have we have our avid man out on the ground currently in Berlin on his way to Russia.
Oh, to join us?
And, well, I'm just going to play the video. Should we see what he says?
Let's do this.
Yeah, play it. You can just play it, just turn the volume down. We'll just...
All right, fellas, it's me, Gareth Chart, a.k.a. Cristiano Ronaldo, a.k.a. O'Trivier Giroud, coming at you with another World Cup question today. Now, keeping a low profile because I'm currently hauled up in Berlin, Germany, and as we know, it's not going so well for them. On that theme, today's question. The greatest German result of all time in a World Cup? Obviously, the 4-2 loss at Wembley on the 30th of July 1966. But... if Jeff Hurst had not scored the heroic third and fourth goal and the game ended 2-2 after extra time, what would have happened? Good luck.
So there it is. There's a
Okay.
question. He said it's a question.
So is that a political question?
Political? Diplomatic community?
Don't set him off again.
So basically, just in case for Leeds' benefit, if you didn't get that, if England in the 1966 World Cup, 66,
Oh, is it?
if it was 2-2 after extra time and it finished, it didn't end up 4-2, if it was 2-2 after extra time, what would have happened? It's a team question.
You mean if someone didn't score the extra 2 goals?
If it was 2-2, Carl, after extra time and the game ended, what would have happened next?
They play
in
around
1960
I know them. I know them. They set up stumps and they have a quick round of cricket.
Okay, well, you know.
100 metre
I
sprint.
don't like cricket.
Oh, 100 metre sprint.
That's
I
why
love it.
100 metre sprint.
Okay, I'm going scissor, paper, stones.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, a gentleman. What would a gentleman do? They'll either
Challenge you to a duel.
or play sticks. I would say.
Because it's England, Germany, it's downing pints. Whoever
No. What was it? Keep Yuppies.
What about you know when
morons.
the Americans used to do instead of penalties, they used to start off from the halfway line, dribble it in,
Run
and try and
down.
score.
Like they do in hockey as well. Ice
I'm
hockey.
going to go for that.
What, a halfway line sprint?
Halfway line sprint,
And then
finish.
Then
Too
that,
forward
then
thinking for
dive and see how far you can
1966.
slide.
Let's just do that.
That
I'm
would be
just gonna
like
go
a
with that.
water slide thing that you do in your garden now.
And
Like
then
a run,
lasers as well.
Dive.
A good spoon race.
I think you're thinking too advanced for 1966. I'm going to go with actually they'd take a carrier pigeon and they'd throw it in the river. If it drowned, Germany win. If it flew off, England would win.
Why would a carrier pigeon drown?
It's in a cage.
It's sorry.
How many
Oh, it's in a
carrier
cage.
It's in a
actually
cage and it has a key. And it's
that's
with a straight
evil.
jacket on. And
You
it's
can't
got
have
to
that.
get its way
I'm not
out.
saying I would do that. I'm just
That's
saying.
evil. Why would you even suggest that?
Okay.
That is
Miles off
just-
task.
Should we get our serious?
That is
Okay.
just shocking.
Serious one.
Carrier
I'm going to
pigeon
go with the
in-
halfway line thing.
I'm going to go with a coin toss.
Well, that was random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Just put the
I
toss in
just
there.
think 50-50. It's the upgraded version of
Yeah,
rock,
I like
paper,
that.
scissors.
Yeah.
I'll go with a round of cricket. Although the Germans don't play cricket.
They don't like cricket.
Yeah, they don't, do they? That's
I
the
mean,
one
that's a
sport
bit of a
that-
sweeping statement. They
But they don't.
probably
Yeah, they
do.
don't. I mean, look, England. You see England yesterday, absolutely, literally destroyed.
Well, that's probably the first game we've won in a
Destroyed
while.
the
I'm going to go with something controversial because I just think it was a little bit along.
It's
you know,
not a
long
carrier
time ago.
pigeon, it's a
I
cat.
think they would have shared the World Cup.
Ooh.
What, like cut it off?
Oh, what? Cut it in half? Split it?
Who gets top?
One person gets the jewels, the other gets the Remay.
So,
Okay.
so
Do we have an
do we
answer?
Where's that?
do we-
When can we get this text? I've got a text.
Oh, this is not rehearsed.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Here you go. Here's the answer, guys.
All right, fellas, let's see if I stumped you. Now, at 2-2 after extra time, the 1966 World Cup final would have been decided by a replay. That's right, 3 days later the game would have been replayed at Wembley, dispelling the very popular myth that the game would have been decided by a coin toss. True of the other rounds, but never the case for the final. But what if the final replay had ended after extra time as a draw? Then it would have been names in a hat. Can you believe that? Names in a hat. I'll be back next podcast with some more questions from Cristiano Ronaldo. In the meantime, keep up the good work, boys, and come on, England!
Come on,
England. Well, there you go.
Wow.
Cristiano Ronaldo, a massive thank you for that, for stumping us yet again.
He's a cheeky little chappy, isn't he?
He is cheeky. I can't wait till he gets out here. We can buy him a Russian
I can't
beer.
wait until we get a question right.
He lands in St. Petersburg early next week.
So,
Wonderful.
So the pigeon was wrong.
So we're still wrong. We still haven't won
Well,
any
we'll
of
get the
the
next
quizzes
one.
yet. But anyway. So I think on that note,
you.
it's time for us to go. Thank you for everyone joining in. Oh my word.
Tuning.
Too early in the
It's
morning.
just too
Russian
early.
air.
It's the Russian air. It's the fact I've not had my Russian coffee. I've had some, whatever that is. Anyway,
Vodka.
I'm off to get a Russian coffee. We're all off to equally inhale some of the midges that are
Come on,
currently...
watch the game. Come on,
Midgets.
Uruguay. Come on,
Midges,
Uruguay.
have you
I
been
thought you meant
outside?
midgets. I thought you meant like tiny people running around just going to...
All right. Goodbye, guys.
get the
See
bus,
you
I'm gonna get the
soon.
bus.
Like, subscribe,
That's
share.
us, the old, timekeeper, stopwatch. We're off. The old ref. The ref has wind us
Football's
up.
the real
He's
winner.
Still talking.
Thank
I'm out
you,
of it.
thank you for
Bye.
everyone
Yeah,
for
go on.
tuning in.
See you later, Lee.
We'll see you
We're all going
later.
home.
Don't forget
I need
to
some football.
tune in and catch up our social channels at 4Guys1 Cup on Twitter, Instagram, and until next time, we will see you all soon. Enjoy the football. Peace out.
Come on, everybody.